I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacle on my way. Gone through the dark cloud that held me back. It's gonna be bright, 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 bright sunny day. It's gonna be bright, 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 bright sunny day. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feeling has disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be bright, 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 bright sunny day. It's gonna be bright, 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 bright sunny day. I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone and when I'm able to upload this video. That was Johnny Nash, Bright Sunny Day. This is INEC TV. We are global and social commentator. Like we said before, this channel is Obi-centric. We are for Peter Obi. We are for the obedient movement. I was so relieved when Peter Obi came out and held a press conference. It's like a heavy load was lifted from my head, and I begin to see hope where there is hopelessness. I begin to see joy where there is joyless. I begin to see victory even in defeat. Peter Obi, summary of the speech was, he is going to court. He has enough evidence to prove to Nigerians, to Africa, and to the world that election, that 2023 presidential election, he won it. And he's going to prove his case beyond reasonable doubt. He's going to go to courts, to the Supreme Court. And that is why I just sang that song. After his speech, I could see clearly now that the rain has gone. I could see all obstacle that's on my way. But I was happy, knowing fully well. You see, in this TV, we've talked about INEC, because what INEC did has never happened before in Nigeria election. Truth, Nigeria election has never been 100% free and fair. But most of the manipulation are done by political parties. But in this case, the manipulation, cheating, was done by INEC itself. You can imagine if FIFA was the body organizing the World Cup and FIFA will manipulate its own tournament. That is the height of this injustice that has happened to where many Nigerians that have come out to vote. It's very important to let our people know that primarily the man who spoiled this election was the man who was supposed to be the organizer of the election. That is why it's so painful. We agree there were third parties too that have contributed, like parties sending in tours to snatch ballots, to beat, made, or even drove away people from the opposite like that side not to come in and vote. Really, it pains us was that it was primarily done by INEC itself. Daylight on a national scale was nationwide done at the same time. Well, today, I think we've talked a lot about INEC. Peter Obi said he's going to court and he has enough proof. So this is to please beg the obedient movement, the Obi-30 campaign group, the young people, the women, those that have been touched negatively by the last 16 years of bad governance should come out, please, en masse, next Saturday and vote for your governors and the House of Rep or House of Assembly. Let's not be downcast. Let us not feel bad because Peter Obi has told us he has gone to court and he has enough proof. So let's leave that battle for him. The next one is the gubernatorial election. And for those of you who said Abuja is also the same thing like states, go and find out. Abuja will not be involved in the gubernatorial election for next week. So Abuja is not a state. Even though you guys want to try as much as possible to turn it to states. Abuja does not have a governor. And the minister of Abuja is appointed by the presidency. So Abuja is not a state. So Peter Obi has a very strong reason why at the end of the day he might be declared the winner. And two, the court has given him authority to go ahead and get all the information that he needs to prove his case. All the informations with INEC to prove his case that really is the winner of this past election. From what we have learned, Peter Obi scored close to 15 million. 15 million. But INEC recorded 6.1 million. So if you look at it carefully, close to 9 million or thereabouts was taken away from Peter Obi. That is why he will prove his case. That's the second reason why he should prove his case. And the third reason is INEC, the Constitution gave INEC the power to make rules, to prepare code of conduct, or what we will call how the election processes should go. INEC has the power to do that. And INEC came out and made those rules. And the rules was the result will be transmitted from the polling unit. In fact, a lot of power was given to the polling unit because of the importance of the polling unit. But INEC failed to obey its own law on the presidential issue. Everybody knew fully well that INEC translated the House of Rep and the National Assembly, but they did not translate or transmit that of the presidency. If we want to accept what they said, that they were afraid of it being hacked, why wasn't they afraid of transmitting the House of Rep and National Assembly? But so that's for that. Let us also go down facts and the truth. Majority of the governors in this very Buhari regime have overreached themselves, have given themselves so much power. Yes, giving themselves so much power. Do you know that Nyesom Wike sold the River State population to Tinubu for 5 ministerial slots? That was what we learned. He told Tinubu that he should be giving 5 ministerial slots. We don't know if it was for the 5 governors, but he asked for 5. We also are aware that he also told Peter Obi the same thing. And Peter Obi refused. That was why he now went to Tinubu. And apart from that, we learned that Tinubu gave him lots of money. I think close to, this is allegedly, we don't have a proof about it, $150 million. Allegedly. It's on the airspace. Whether it's true, whether it's false, we don't know. But we are also aware that when Atiku also went to him, initially, he also gave Atiku condition. And this is Atiku from his own party. So if he gave Atiku conditions, and the condition was Atiku should rule for 1 term, and he also asked for some ministerial posts. So if he gave Atiku condition, then we can 100% be sure he also gave Obi condition. And we can 100% be also sure that Obi refused him. That was why he went to Tinubu. We are not sure if Tinubu accepted his request, but we knew fully well that even the military has come out to accuse Nyesom Wike of using huge sums of money to bribe them to work for Tinubu. So if he was working for Tinubu, we had conversations where he was even planning to kill some certain people. So if he has worked for Tinubu, which means probably Tinubu accepted those conditions. So this is the kind of Nigeria we have. The governors are also part of the problem we have. That's why Obasanjo was very hard on some governors during his tenure. Remember, Buhari is so soft. He even said that some governors, he even stopped him from paying the local government directly. Governors seizing the local government allocation. I am utterly disappointed in Buhari. The federal is above the states. And when it comes to issue choosing between the citizen and governors, the federal should have chosen the people by going through the local government so corrupt. The governors too are also part of this problem. And that is why Peter Obi said that he's going to dismantle this structure of criminality. Like I said before, listening to Peter Obi gave me joy, gave me hope, gave me aspiration. So this is to call on all. Next Saturday, please come all out and vote. Vote for the governors. It's better because now a lot of people are using Peter Obi to be able to reach the people. Common people are beginning to go into politics. The only way that most of these governors or these councillors, this bad political could be pushed out is when common people now begin to go into government on the local government level, state level, and national level. That is the way we can push them out. We don't know how the court case is going to turn. The justice. I watched a video when one of the chief judge of the federation visited Tinubu, and that is the more reason why we should put pressure on the judicial system, because the executive has failed us, the legislative has failed us. The only branch of government that has not failed is the judiciary. That was why I will call it on all. On that day, when Peter Obi is going to court, there should be millions of people outside the court premises with placard demonstrating peacefully, calling for peace and justice. That is the only way that we can let the judge know this is not business as usual. We want him to look the case critically and say the truth. And the truth is, Peter Obi won the 2023 presidential election. He scored close to 15,000 votes. And for that reason, we think he should be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Tinubu know that was why he's calling for other party to please come. He wants to settle out of court. But Peter Obi has said he will go to courts and he will prove it to Nigerians, to Africans, and to the world that he won the election. There's something I like about Peter Obi. He said the process of getting to somewhere is far more important than that particular place. So the process that he will get to being the president of Nigeria, for him, is far more important than the presidency itself. With that, we say, this is INEC TV. We are global and social commentator. So if it's the first time you're coming across this channel, we'll ask you to please subscribe to this channel. After you subscribe, just press the notification bell button so that each time we upload video, it comes directly to you. And we'll also ask you to please like and comment. Life is a two-way traffic. Give and take. Let's have your own point of view too. You teach us and we'll teach you. That's the way forward. No man is an island. And Peter Obi has said, if any man tells you he knows everything, they know it. That man is a very big fool. We will catch you when we make the next video. Until then, we'll say, chooks, adios, au revoir, ciao, hasta la vista. Thank you.